Rick, what were you most proud of in terms of the way your team played?
I thought we checked really well. You know, we started losing some bodies at the end. I thought the guys managed the game. You know, that's something we've talked about. You know, some good goals. You know, some fun, you know, some lucky goals too. You know, sometimes you got to be those help those lucky goals. But overall, I thought we checked. I thought we checked well. We had a really good game plan. I thought the guys really stuck to our game plan.
How good do you feel for Brock?
Yeah. No, I know he was. You know, he did some different training this year. I think he's had a good camp, and he knows that you know, he's got to keep going. But yeah, it's nice. 4 goals, a couple of screens. Yeah, he was a big part of the game tonight.
Thatcher left the game in the third period. Do you have an update on exactly what
Dehydrated. Yeah, he was. He started feeling dehydrated, and then he didn't really want to come out. Then when he puked in his mask, I said, "You got to come out." So, what's that? Yeah, it's kind of went through our team. It's a couple of guys were dehydrated, so it kind of hit him. That's why I'm proud of him. The guy sucked it up. You know, when you have a little bit of a bug, and he did. I think he might. I don't know. I thought he did, but yeah, no, he's yeah.
Can I ask you about JT and just how well he matched up against the McDavid line?
Yeah, you know, you know, I like that matchup for you know, and I had that line last year in a matchup role. You know, playing a 200-foot game is tough. But yeah, I mean, McDavid's a tough. I mean, he's an all-world. He's a tough guy to check. Very rarely you get to check him. Very you know, every night it's very tough. But he got some help from obviously Bess and DiGiuseppe. That line was pretty good. And you know, and Huggy and Hronek, when they were out there too, they did a nice job. We know we were connected as 5. Not one guy can check McDavid. It's impossible.
With Huggy and Hronek,
Yeah.
you can control your matchups a little bit. Being at home, it might be harder on the road. Is there some potential advantages to splitting them up so maybe one of them can get out there against that line a bit more?
Yeah, I thought Footy did a good job. He kind of mixed and matched a little bit. Yeah, on the road, yeah. I think we're going to have to spread it around until we get some healthy bodies back.
Is Brock quicker than last year?
Yeah, I think there's an extra. Yeah, I do see that. Yes, I do see that. I think his training, different training, helped him.
And just setting up this is as tough as it goes to start the season.
It's what?
This is as tough as it goes to
Yeah.
start the season. You talked about JT and the challenge of it. I mean, was that something you had raised with him, or did he find that on his own, that sort of knowing that he was going to go up against?
Yeah, I've talked to JT a lot last year and this summer, and he knows his role. You know, he knows his point. He knows his points will come, but he's willing to be in certain situations. I don't want to call him a checker, but a 200-foot guy. You know, and he likes that role. Like, I mean, a couple times they went over. I didn't even have to tell them. They knew that that was the matchup we had tonight.
Rick, Quinn talked a lot tonight about really being ready to play, detail-oriented. And sometimes when there's a lot of goals and you can take your foot off the gas, I thought tonight it was the little things. A guy like Lafferty winning a board battle in his own zone, make sure you get the puck out, going to the net, drawing a penalty, being good on the PK, Giuseppe starting a cycle to start a goal. All the little things seem to add up. How important is that tonight? That you guys seem to be really focused on the details.
Yeah, you know, you're up 4-5-1, and you see the guy not cheating. You know, that's the stuff. You know, that's the stuff we got. You know, you got a stamp, but we don't want that stuff around here. You know, that's the selfless hockey when a guy's cheating, trying to make it 6-1 in the wrong way. I don't want guys to back up, but first forechecker, instead of, you know, going behind the net and falling, he's coming above the net, knowing that his job is to be over guys. You know, maybe in the past guys would go around the net. All of a sudden it's a 3-on-2 or 4-on-2 because we're cheating a little bit. But you know, I felt even last year we chipped away at that part of our game.
Quinn talked about the confidence in the structure, and that's why there's a lot of success in this game. How do you build on that with the same team that you're facing after an 8-1 win? A couple days to work on it.
It's hard to win, right? So it's hard to keep doing those little things, and that's repetition, that's accountability. You know, that's all of us, you know, being accountable, staying on top of each other. You know, hey, listen, good win for us, but you know, hate to say, tomorrow's back to work. Even keel, and we have to be. This game can turn on you quickly if you don't respect it. So we'll respect this game. Good effort, and we'll come in and work tomorrow.
There was 8 goals to celebrate, but it felt like the bench, the loudest they were at the end. A shot block from Noah Juleson at the end. Is that just that's the type of player you need to have on your back end?
Yeah, like Dakota gets in a fight, he blocks a shot. The bench is alive. That's just team stuff that you like to see. Yeah, I mean, he eats a 40 seconds left. He eats a puck. A lot of guys would have turned out of the way, but if he's scratching and clawing trying to stay in the lineup, good for him.
Coach, you look at turning points in the game. The PK kills one off, scoreless. They kill the other one off when it was 2-0. Edmonton scores, could be 2-1 to the ball game. How big were those 2 penalty kills?
The penalty kill's been good this all training camp. We've really worked on it. Mike Yo's done a nice job teaching our philosophies. And I think guys like Teddy, he obviously didn't play tonight, but he set the pace in training camp. Guys like that, we're down to a couple of guys now on the penalty kill, but we had about 7 or 8 guys that could penalty kill for us. Penalty kill is a momentum and it's confidence. I mean, their power play is outrageous how good they are. So it's nice to be able to shut it down a little bit, but they'll be coming again. They're too good, so we have to make sure that we stay in our staples.
What's a win do in terms of reinforcement, in terms of what you guys are selling to your players, details, paying attention to little things? And you get a win like tonight, obviously, it kind of makes that message come through a lot clearer, I guess.
Well, I think in the room, the guys will say to each other, "Hey, we got to stay with it." We got to keep our. I know I keep saying staples, but it's something that we have to. Our team has to do that if we want to be successful, and that's. They got to drive the bus on that too, And I think that we're chipping away at that.
You had Miller hard matched against McDavid throughout the evening.
Yep.
Come out of that matchup up 3 on the scoreboard and out shooting them pretty wildly. What was the key to that success? What does it mean for JT in particular to have a shutdown night like that against a guy like that?
Yeah, I think we're really connected. I don't think one guy can shut down. Maybe I don't even know if 2 guys, but 5 guys. If you're in the right spots, you can contain them. They had some looks, and Demmer was there for us, but you got to be connected. There's certain things that we try to do against them. They work tonight. Hopefully, it works Saturday. But I'm sure they're gonna have some wrinkles at us come Saturday night.
How crucial was it? Because it did seem like he wasn't slingshotting through the neutral zone that often. It happens a few times, but it seemed like you were able to win enough battles up front that they didn't come at your D with speed very often in the game.
Yeah, I thought. I don't quote me on it, but I thought they had about a 3-minute shift because they had a couple power plays he was on. So there was but I thought there was some times where they were on the ice a lot, and sometimes maybe it takes a while to get them going again. So and we held the fort. It was it was a little bit of rope-a-dope sometimes by playing in structure and giving them the outside. And I thought some guys did a nice job in that.
It's just one game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the recent history here.
Yeah.
Is there a statement of any kind, even if it's just to your own group, that your team was able to make today?
Well, I think listen, it's one game. Obviously everything went our way tonight, and I'm proud of the guys. But this is a long haul. This is a long haul, and we have to stay in our. We got to keep our boots on the ground, like we. I heard a couple of guys with 5 minutes left saying, listen, and I told you guys, we're not ordering rings around here. It's one game, and it was a good game, and now but you can still learn, you learn from it, and you can feel good about it. It's just that you got to come back to earth a little bit tomorrow, and that's really kind of our learning lesson.